Before you watch this video, check out this video I have linked to first. Then come back here, it's awesome. Testing. So what we're doing now is that I'm starting up the game, and we'll show you the progress I have made in the last day since the endings video. I'm currently waiting for the game to start. Well then, let's do this. Here's Albania, which are in the extended version of the mod, not in the light version as I call it in the latest package. Yeah, so I have been working on them all day and all yesterday, and well, there's like 50 events for the Yugoslavian countries, and Albania alone after today and yesterday almost also on their own have 50 events. I think I might have overdone it a bit. Yeah, but we are not playing as Albania. Right now I'm going, if I can find the U key, where they are. So we're switching to Cuba because we are observing. Cuba, the only other independent country in the world. Yeah, and those things. Yep. Let's watch. And I'm not watching for the borders to change or who takes what, but I'm checking for what events are being used, what the AI chooses, if they work correctly, and so on. So let's see what happens if we start. And perhaps let's also take away the fog of war. Why not? As the stream says, and yeah, the title under the game, I will be adding Greece and Bulgaria also today, and you can see a bit while I do that. That's a good job of Serbia there. I haven't seen them being that offensive this early before. And Albania got new elections. My favorite event, the Macedonian investigation. That's a really fun event series. The payoff and the end is just lovely. You need to play that one. It's great. Nationalist currents. Look into what our options are on how to retake them. Well, it's going in the right direction then. This is a part of a new event series, one of almost 40 new Albanian related events. Now something else happened. Yeah, but they're not available yet, but they will be tonight. There you also have the Slovenian entry in the war on Croatia's side. It's a bit bugged, unfortunately, because Slovenia don't in practice send their troops to help Croatia, and I don't really know how to fix that. But if you're a player, you can help them out. That's really unfortunate. Macedonian return to glory failed. What? We had an election? That was really surprising. There's nothing really that stops me from zooming in. It might be a bit laggy because I'm having the stream at a low frame rate right now, but it should still be watchable. But it's not the most glorious PC experience of all time, but well, I don't think it's supposed to be. The investigation continues. Soran Lilik has been been appointed. It was probably nothing all along. Right. That's a real shame. We better turn back now before we regret this. Oh, that's too bad. I would love to see and show you, but they will show you it anyway. But it would have been glorious. I like that for some reason the devs got the idea that Albania should have Italian uniforms and units. I don't know why. Well, they get in the main game, they get annexed by Italy, but why does that mean that they should have Italian uniforms pre-annexation? If they weren't, I don't know, maybe they were importing Italian uniforms before the war or something. Well, they do, and they look a bit more epic than the rest. Croatia strikes back. They got to that part. Shame that we can't see what it actually said. So, what do you think, what ending will we see at the end of this fight? I haven't seen that yet, but they are invading Slovenia as well. Come on, take Zagreb! Then we can hit a strong Serbian victory. No, but they're still holding out. Let's end this. It should be working. Anyway. That's how it ends, and let's now go to... So, what we wanna do now is I will say we, but I am. You can't show it to yourself, I have to show it to you, because I got the files. Now, I'm showing off the new stuff regarding Albania, and we are starting with 51 perhaps? Yep. So, a half year into the mod, Albania get this event. Nationalist currents. Extremist elements of the population has made their desire to retake lands populated by Albanians outside Albania clear. The question is, should we take heed to their desires or ignore them? To which you got basically yes, take heed and try to retake them, or no, we don't. But of course we're gonna do that. So a year later in the summer of 1937 they get a follow-up event a whole year later, but that's not uncommon in the mod, and that's the following event: Albanian reconquest. The Department of War has concluded that our only option to retake Albanian lands abroad is through force. Our neighbor Macedonia is weak and isolated. They should be our first target. How should we proceed? And you get the choice between war against Macedonia it is, or we better turn back now before we regret this. And yeah, I'm gonna start the war, and then I'm gonna go back to Cuba and start observing, because this is a 40 events long event series. That's huge. In all kinds of ways it can turn out. And that's only these provinces here. 40 events just covering these provinces. Yeah. But let's do that. Albania invades. It sounds really scary. Once the war starts, the nations of former Yugoslavia, except Macedonia itself, can take sides regarding the conflict, and in practice it doesn't make a real difference, but it increases the relationship with the side you pick, and decreases with the side you don't pick. So you can choose between deciding with Macedonia or Albania, and it changes your relationship, but that's it. Macedonia surrenders, and got the event that they surrendered. So, you might wonder, what does this surrender... oh shit, this surrender mean? First let's click through... oh yes, the investigation things. Oh, they actually did that. Yep, that's the next step. But let's go through what happens. If either there's a peace deal, or they basically conquer Macedonia and they surrender, they will cede Tetovo to Albania, and if they are completely conquered, they turn into an Albanian puppet. And actually, a cool thing, they actually get an Albanian puppet government, which is of course illegitimate. So, attention to detail. And now, after they done that, they can go ahead and be real stupid and do the Kosovo or War event, which is not intentionally, but you can see it like a parody of Danzig or War in the main game, Kosovo or War instead. So tiny Albania decides to take on Serbia, which isn't that hard, since well, it's a two-front war, but they're not that powerful. And yeah, so how it happens is Albania sends an ultimatum to Serbia: give Kosovo or war, and there's a 90% chance of Serbia saying, no, you're idiots, bring it on. And yeah, so let's see how it goes. Well, that's a good showing of Croatia. Really good. Managed to push back Serbia that far. Are you kidding me? That wasn't a strong victory. Apparently not. Well, now Albania will get their asses kicked. Because, well, they're not distracted by Croatia anymore. And you will see what happens. Oh, look what we see here. Slovenia accepted unification with Croatia. That's awesome. I haven't seen that actually happen in the game yet. Yeah, cool. Now you know how that looks like. Well, back to Albania. Yeah, so Albania surrendered. It's all through events to make the best possible experience. and Macedonia became liberated. And that unfortunately didn't have a name. I have to fix that. They're supposed to give Tetovo back now. Apparently I have to fix that. Also a couple of names. But if you're watching, how do you think? Is it interesting? So what I'm doing now, will I fix some events and text and stuff, so that I can... I don't know if I will show it off again. Well, probably no, it's not like I have anything else to do. So why not? Anyway, yeah, while I fix that, I will not be showing the text and stuff while I work with it.